Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. We are, obviously we're back in Colorado now, so we're going to do a video just off the food that we had while we were in Ireland. So we're going to review each meal that we had and kind of give you a 1 to 10
Ratings.
on each of them. So, and as we're doing this, the pictures will come up on the video to show you each individual meal. So we're going to start off the first morning that we were there. We were actually wandering around just seeing the sights, and
Yeah.
we had to wait till 9 o'clock until the Merchant's Arch pub opened up.
Yeah.
And we found them because I wanted to try a traditional Irish breakfast. So we went in there at 9 o'clock, right when they opened, and we had our first breakfast there. So
Our first full Irish breakfast.
yeah,
for
well,
you.
for mine. Manlin was afraid that it would be too much, so she didn't order the full. She ordered the half. That was the last time she ordered a half. Every time I there, she ordered the full. So you can see in the picture what we had. We had the bottom part is 2 rashers of bacon. It's a lot less salty, a lot less fatty
Less
than
greasy.
the bacon in America. Had not even a sunny side up egg. Basically a fried tomato, 2 sausage links, 2 hash brown patties, black and white pudding, and then a little cup of beans in the middle. This was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. That was our first Irish breakfast.
Yeah.
We also had some sourdough toast, and you can see that in the bowl,
Well-
in the middle between our plates.
I thought this is already like the best one, but you know that's just the first time that
yeah,
we
this
had
was
it,
really,
so
really
we
good.
really cannot compare it yet to
so,
another.
I would give this probably
Restaurant.
an 8.5 out of 10, just for based off of everything we had over there now. So really good. It was very, very good. So I would give it about an 8.5 out of 10. What
8.
would you give it? 8.
I wish I.
Well, you didn't have the full breakfast though, so
No, I tried it, but the taste is good, but I wish it's more to it, even the half.
well, yeah, you only had the half.
No, I mean,
It was good.
It was
filled me
good,
up. And
yeah.
Good coffee there too.
yeah,
That
the
was-
coffee is good.
I would definitely recommend the Merchant's Arch.
Oh yeah,
Not only for their food, we ate there a few times, but for
the
just
total ambience.
theme and
Yeah,
all of that. It was really, really
they're
nice.
playing Irish music and all that.
So that was our first meal. Our
Next.
second one was actually not a full meal. We actually went to Gallagher's Boxty house,
Yeah,
and we actually just ordered starters. So you can see it here. We had a seafood chowder, and it came with some brown bread and Irish butter. And then you'll see it in the next picture, but it was salmon cakes.
so this is one of the many.
Yes, we had pretty much everywhere you go, you'll find some sort of seafood chowder. And we did not have any bad seafood chowder. It was really good. All of them.
Yeah, they have a different version for every restaurant that we had. Seafood chowder.
Yeah, so this one was more straightforward seafood chowder. It wasn't,
It's not as creamy as I thought for a
yeah.
chowder.
the other ones that we had some were smoky, some were creamier, but this was very good on its own.
Yeah,
And then the next picture is the salmon patties.
Okay,
Or the
patties.
salmon.
It's like a ball.
Yeah, it's like a little ball, but they were very good.
Yeah.
As well.
I wish there's more than what they serve you.
Yeah. So it was very good.
Yeah.
And it was like a mango flavored sauce or whatever you call it with it.
Yeah.
Not real sure what they called that.
Oh yeah.
But it was very good. So the seafood chowder, I would say, was probably a
7.
Yeah, probably a 7.5 for me.
I mean, that's our first one.
It was very good.
Yeah.
But I would probably rate it at a 7.5 out of 10 for that one at the Gallagher Box Deal.
Yeah.
So it was good, but it wasn't quite as good as some of the other things, seafood chowder that we had elsewhere.
The salmon, I wish it's more. That's all I can say. I don't know.
For me, the salmon was probably a 7.
Okay, 7
For me.
for you. I don't remember the taste, what it tastes like anymore.
It was good. I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with it, but that's what I would rate that one at.
Okay.
Also, while we were there, I had a stout, Jack Smith stout, and that's the only one that they serve at Gallagher Box Deal.
Yeah, they don't serve
And it was
guineas.
okay. I would rate it probably a 5 out of 10. It was not the quality, or it wasn't that it was bad. It was just not the quality of like a Guinness or a Murphy's. It was okay. It was decent, but
Yeah.
that's what we had there. So
That's our first day in Ireland, in Dublin. That's
right.
Oh, that's not even our dinner yet.
No, that's not our dinner yet. So after that, we went and hit a few pubs, and I actually had some Guinness. The Guinness was outstanding over there. It's really, it tastes totally different than it does here. I also had a Murphy's stout that was really good as well. Now, we had that at a place called Kingfisher, and that's where we ate our dinner.
Yeah.
So I ordered the fish and chips, and the fish was just massive, and probably, God, I couldn't even guess what the weight of was for the chips. It was tons.
It's a lot.
Madeline got the fisherman's
Pie. Oh, so good.
That is another seafood chowder, but it's covered with mashed potatoes, and then it's thrown in the oven and browned on the top.
With chips too.
That was with chips as well. So that was actually really,
It's
really
good.
It was very smoky. It had some smoked, I don't know if it was cod or whatever.
They have
It
chunks
had
of
salmon and cod
yeah.
and just various stuff in it. It was really, really good. So I rate the fisherman's pie just for mine. I would say it's like a 9.5.
Me, it's 10.
And we were actually taking the chips and dipping it into the pie.
It's good.
It was really, really tasty.
Even the fish and
The
chips.
fish and chips, I would probably do a 9. Yeah, probably a 9.
It's good.
It was very good. The sauce on it was not a tartar sauce. It was actually a horseradish sauce.
It's the batter is like
It was light. It was crispy though. So
Crispy,
it
yeah.
was good. It was very enjoyable. So the next morning we went to a place called Lemon Jelly, and it's more of a modern style little restaurant. And I think they opened up at
7:30.
And so we had our second Irish breakfast, and you can see here that it's roughly the same, although we had an addition of mushrooms. So you had the black and white pudding, you had the 2 links of sausage, you had the mushrooms, sourdough toast, you had an egg, the 2 rashers of bacon, the tomato, and then you had one piece of hash brown,
and
a little
then
bowl of
beans.
This was very good. This was very good. It was, and it came. We ordered coffee with it, and the coffee.
Oh
was
my
very,
goodness!
very good.
The coffee is just strong and good. Even when you order a latte, it's
Yeah.
good.
What would you rate?
Probably a 9.
I would say probably a 9 as well.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Each one that we had is a little bit different. They're cooked a little bit different. In fact, we'll show you the next one that we had is cooked a little bit different than this, but all of them were very good.
Yeah, the sausage are kind of
It was very mild.
mild, and it's just different.
Yeah, it was very mild. So we're going to do a quick review.
Oh my gosh!
Offbeat Donuts. I had watched a video on YouTube about this place, and they said, "Oh my gosh, these donuts are incredible."
So we tried it.
So we went and we tried them. Manlin fell in love with Offbeat Donuts. Well, we went 3 times, and not that I didn't try them each time, but by far,
It's good.
Manlin ate the donuts up. And they're very, very good.
It's not the cheapest,
They're
but
not cheap.
yeah.
But it is very
It's
good.
like
So that night, we actually went to a Quay's restaurant. And mine is the closest in this picture. So I actually had the traditional lamb stew, and it came with soda bread or brown bread with butter and then mashed potatoes on the side. Now it does have potatoes in the stew as well. Really, really tasty, really, really good. We actually didn't have anything left over when we were done eating.
no.
And then Manlin, you can see she has a great big
Yeah, I'll
bowl
put a
of
different
mussels.
picture in there.
Big bowl of mussels, and then another bowl of
Seafood chowder. This one is a different from the first one.
So this, I tried the seafood chowder of Manlin's, and I would probably say that was about 8.5.
Does it comes with a toast for
Yes,
me?
it
Yeah.
had bread.
Can't
so.
remember.
And then for the lamb stew, I would say probably it was tasty. It was probably a 9 for me. Very impressed with it. Was not over seasoned. It was very just a really good dish. It was you could tell it was slow cooked for a long period of time. It was really tasty.
The mussel is good too. The steamed mussels.
And I didn't try any of those.
It's
so.
good because they steam it in like lemon. The juice that's on the bottom of the bowl. It's really good when you dip your bread in it. It's good.
So the next day, we did not go to breakfast. We actually went to McDonald's because we had a day trip out of Dublin. We were going to the Cliffs of Moher. So we went and just got a McMuffin at McDonald's. And there was nothing special
Nothing,
about that.
yeah.
So we're not even going to review that. But after we went to the Cliffs of Moher, we went and we stopped at a little restaurant
yeah.
that specializes in these bus tours, and they feed those bus tours. So this is the fresh Atlantic Way salmon that Manlin got.
Yeah.
That was at least 8 ounces of salmon,
Salmon steak.
a bunch of vegetables, and then
Yes.
3 big scoops of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And I did try that. That was really, really tasty. And I'm not a big fish fan necessarily, but I would give that probably a 8.5 because I'm not a big fish fan.
Yeah, it's good.
It was very good. It was very.
Other than the Brussels sprouts,
Yeah, she didn't like the Brussels sprouts.
but the other vegetables in the salmon, like the carrots and I don't know if that's potatoes or
So
something.
what would you rate that at?
9.
A 9.
It's good. I couldn't even finish it because it's so big. Even the mashed potatoes creamy.
So while we were there, I had the
Is that a beef?
beef and Guinness stew, traditional beef stew from Ireland, and this was outstanding. This was
It's huge.
I would say that this was the best meal I had there. It was
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
It was really, really good. And it doesn't look like much, but it was enough to where it was hard to finish it all. They gave you 3 big scoops of mashed potatoes on it, and the stew was just packed full of beef
Chunks.
that was like 2-inch squares, and it was so tender it just melted in your mouth. It was really, really good.
Chunks
So
of
that's
beef.
the only one that I would give a 10.
Yeah.
All of it was really good.
It is.
That's the only one I would give a 10 for.
Next,
Okay, so the next morning we went to a place called the Stage Door.
another Irish
Another
breakfast.
A little bit different. It did not have potatoes, and the beans were not put on in a little bowl. The sausage links are actually only 2. They're just split in half.
Yeah.
And they're cooked. Everything was cooked on
Different?
a flat top grill. In this place, you actually had to kind of get their attention so they would unlock the door and
Yes.
let you in.
Yeah.
You can see the coffee that we had there was really, really good.
Yeah, I
Very,
put a
very
picture in
strong.
there.
Very, very strong. But this was a really good breakfast.
It's good.
It was very tasty. I actually would say that this was a 9.
9, yeah.
It was very good.
The sausage.
The black pudding and the white pudding were outstanding. The sausage.
I like
were
the
really,
sausage.
Really good. The beans are. It's totally different, but the beans actually go really well with breakfast. But like I said, it did not come with hash browns or potatoes at all,
Yeah.
or mushrooms, or the tomato.
But it's
But
good.
It was really good. It was very tasty.
I like the sausage.
And
It's
it's a tiny, tiny little place.
kind of smoky in flavor.
It was very, very small
Yeah.
place that we were eating in. So the next day, we went again to McDonald's. I can't remember. We ate McDonald's that night after that. We were tired and we just ran to McDonald's real quick and grabbed a burger, and that's why we don't have a evening meal for that one. So the next day
We
we
went
went a
on
separate
Another tour, yeah.
and so we ended up going to Kilkenny and Wicklow Mountains and Glendalough. So we ended up eating at a place. Let me see if I can.
Can't remember the name.
of it.
Yeah.
It is
Kitteller's Inn.
Kytellers.
Kyteller's Inn.
Something like that. It's an old building that.
You won't
on
even
a
know.
rock. You
You
didn't even
won't-
know it
yeah.
was a restaurant.
You won't even know it's a restaurant until you went inside.
So I had the fish and chips, and it was totally different than the Kingfisher fish and chips.
It's good.
It was very good.
I don't
The
care,
fish
but
was
it's different.
Very lightly battered.
good.
Very lightly battered. It was still kind of crunchy, not real crunchy, but it was really good. It came with traditional tartar sauce and then
Chips.
mushy peas and then chips. I really like the mushy peas. Madeline doesn't like vegetables because
It's just that it's boiled peas.
oh, it was great. They were great. So
There's
I actually
nothing-
ate hers as well. So.
There's no flavor
And
to
then
it.
Madeline got to try for the first time
Yeah.
bangers and mash, which is sausage
Oh my goodness.
over potatoes with a onion gravy over all of it.
They
It was
serve it really big.
good. And
3 sausage,
Oh.
there's like,
all of our meals on this trip were really big portions. So this was a really good lunch.
the sausage is good.
I would probably rate the fish and chips at an 8.5 out of 10.
8,
And then the
That
bacon
one-
mash, we both tried
8
each.
and a half.
I would say probably 8.5, yeah. So that was really good as well. But I'm telling you, that beef and Guinness stew that we had on our day trip, that was like a notch above. I mean, it was really amazing food. It was really tasty. So we went back from our day trip there to Kilkenny and Wicklow and all of that. So we got back. We actually went to the Christmas night market in
We went
Dublin,
back to Quay's
and then we went back to Quay's.
and had another.
I had the bangers and mash at Quay's.
I didn't get to try it because I was just so tired
It
that
was
night.
not as good as what Madeline had in Kilkenny. So I would probably rate this at a 7.5. It was good, but it wasn't the quality of what you had in Kilkenny. It was decent.
And I had surprise.
Seafood chowder. Now we had this before when she had the mussels.
This one is in a bigger serving
It was
because
just a bigger bowl.
it's just the seafood chowder.
It was very good. Rate that again.
For me, it's just out of all the seafood chowder, that's my least favorite one. It's probably like a 7.5. I don't know, it tastes different than the other.
Yeah. The bread.
But it's not
talk about
bad.
the bread. Overall, the bread over there, I would rate it like a 9.5. Every bread that we had over there was really dense, really thick. Just amazing bread. Really good. So that was Quay's after our day trip and after the Christmas market. So we got up the next day and we went to
This
JK's.
is our last
This was our last Irish
breakfast.
And this plate is not a small plate. It is a big plate.
It's
And,
probably what, 12-inch?
yeah, it's at least a 12-inch, and you can see at the bottom of the picture there. It looks like almost like ketchup. It's actually a relish,
Like a
that they put
pepper.
on there, like a chili sauce
Chili, yeah.
relish. Really good. The bread was amazing. Under the bread was the sausage links and the black and
Pudding,
white pudding.
yeah.
They had basically chopped potatoes instead of a potato cake. They had
Mushrooms.
the mushrooms, they had the bacon, they had the tomato. They had everything
Everything.
here. This was the best
Yeah,
Irish breakfast we had.
and their coffee.
This was a 9.5 for me.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
This
really
one is
tasty.
the best, yeah.
This was the best one we had, I thought. And all of these meals were roughly about the same price.
13 euros, something in that,
You know, for the breakfast, it was about 13 euros.
yeah, something in somewhere in
Somewhere
there.
in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
For the other meals, for dinner and stuff, you're looking at probably
14 to
between-
16.
Well, no, it was a little higher than that, depending on where you went.
16 to 18. 18 to 22
Yeah, probably 18 to 22 is
Yeah,
more,
18 to
more
22.
realistic.
euros each time.
So probably about $20 each meal
The last
for US.
are that
So we went to the last,
the drinks.
the hoorah here, and we went to Jameson Distillery. And at the end of the tour, we had a tasting. And at the end of the tour, we got 2 free mixed drinks. The one on the left is mine, which was a Jameson ginger and lime. And then Madeline got the orange.
It's
I don't know what they
lemonade.
call it.
I don't know whatever you call it.
It's basically Jameson, Sprite, and orange. Mine was Jameson, ginger ale, and lime.
It's both good.
Very, very good. Very tasty. So after that, we went to Merchant's
Merchant's
Arch again. And you can see a picture there. The bar is really cool. Very, very nice. Small, but the food's great. And we ate lunch there. So I had the cottage pie, which is ground beef, different vegetables, with a big, nice ladle of gravy in there, and then it's covered with mashed potatoes.
So
and
hot.
bacon. It was really hot. And then fresh vegetables on the side there. It's really good. The vegetables were outstanding. This was probably a 9, I would say.
I
for
tried
lunch.
it. It's not bad. Yeah.
And then Madeline had the smoked salmon, prawn, I think that was spinach and pasta,
Spinach.
and then garlic bread.
It's good.
And I tasted it. I would probably say that
8.5.
for me, probably a 7.5. It was good. It was good.
It's big serving. Everything that they serve there. Is
Yeah, all the
just-
servings that we had were very, very good.
But we never have any leftover.
No, we never had any leftovers. So that night we did not go out and eat a traditional type dinner. We actually
We had
found
pizza.
a pizza joint,
So this is the picture. I'll just show it to you in
and
here.
you know, so we went and had pizza, and it actually had goat cheese
Goat cheese
on
in it.
That was
Yeah,
very
on
good.
it.
It was very good. It was just down the street from our hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And that was
It's
the
not bad.
only, other than McDonald's, that was the only real meal that we had that was not Irish themed type.
And it's freshly made
It was
for
really
you.
good. It
Yeah.
was very good.
I wish we ordered a smaller one because I didn't know that it's gonna be that big.
Right, and
It's
so
good.
that is going to be our review of the food over there. So overall, for all the meals that we had, what would you rate out of 1 to 10 for all of the meals that we had there?
In general, like
Yeah.
the Irish,
Between 1 and 10, just for everything that we ate over there.
probably an 8.5 or something.
Yeah, I would agree. Probably an 8.5. If you put all of those meals together and base it on a 1 to 10 scale, I would say 8.5.
For taste. Yeah.
It was
it's
very good. Very, very good.
The price, it's not so much. I mean, you're on vacation,
Now,
so
the only one that we did not put in here was a night that we went back to the Kingfisher. And Madeline had a pork chop. I had, surprise, seafood
seafood
chowder.
chowder.
And again, that seafood chowder is wonderful. It's very smoky. It's very good. And I ordered a Irish beef
Hamburger, yeah.
and the service was terrible that night. And it took us forever.
And it's not the
just to
restaurant.
get no, it wasn't the restaurant. The food was still really,
It's
really good. It
it's
was
the one, the
service.
server, yeah.
It was the waitress that we had. So we did not put that in here, but the food was still really, really good.
Yeah.
So I would say overall, for all of the food we had there, 8.5 out of 10, which is really good.
Well, you just
for
have
us.
to be like open-minded in trying
The
different
black
stuff,
pudding,
yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot, our driver for one of our day trips, he was like, I'm really surprised that you guys like the black
Oh,
pudding.
it's so good.
Because a lot of Americans don't like it, and they complain about it, and it's really, really
You
good.
won't even taste that it's blood in
If you
it.
ever go to England or Ireland or Scotland and they present you with black pudding,
Try it.
try it with an open mind. It is really,
Yeah.
really good.
It's good.
You know, and I know Filipinos that you have diniguan, which is made with blood, and that is really good. I love that stuff too. So it's not a big stretch for a Filipino to eat blood pudding, you know, but a lot of people are just afraid of that because, oh my gosh, there's blood in it. But it's really, really good.
It's good.
So much so that I'm going to try and find
Find.
a ship here to Colorado. We'll put it in the freezer, and then when we're here, we can have it. So it's really good. So that is our review of our food. And we didn't eat 3 meals a day hardly ever over there
No.
because we were so full from breakfast and then dinner.
But in general, I think I can say that our trip there was a success.
Very, very
Yeah.
successful.
For being our first time
Yes, it was very
in
enjoyable.
Ireland.
But we wanted to do a quick video on the food
Yeah.
and just share with you guys what our food experience was and kind of give you a look into what you can find over there. There's tons of other stuff. I'm not saying that you can't
Yeah,
find other
there's
stuff.
a
but
lot of
we wanted to try
fast
the more traditional Irish
yeah.
meals.
I mean, you're there, might as well try their food.
So it was very good. It's very, very good. So that is our video for now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully when you make your trip to Ireland, you will try the foods that we,
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything,
you know, leave us comments down below.
yeah,
and
put it in the
we'll get back to you
comments.
as quickly as we can. Share the video with everybody you know. Subscribe if you haven't, and come back again and continue to go along our adventures, whether it's in the Philippines
Colorado
United States.
or somewhere else.
or who knows where else. So we'll see you then.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.